Okay guys, we're back again with another serving of Amius. Amius is getting annihilated. Amius in Raid Shadow Legends is getting his ass eaten, and there's three people, that's six, three people going to do it. So let's see. I'm trying to strip back what's necessary every time, okay? So one of the big things for me, and I realized this in the last fight, if you haven't seen the last video, it's a very long video, but it's really good because it gives me so much time to explain what's happening at each phase of the Amius fight. If you are unsure of Amius, if you're not sure how to fight him, what's happening at each turn, in each phase, what you should have up and all of that, watch that video. Go watch it. Stay and watch this, but go watch that after. So I'm going with three people. Yes, they have good blessings. Yes, they're good champions. None of that is in question. Grohack is not there's nobody writing sonnets about Grohack, but Grohack has a 6-star blessing for Brimstone. So let's see what we can do here. I'm trying to strip back what we need every time, and I'm gonna see can we actually do it with this. So Amius on his first go, he's either going to heal or he's going to flip debuffs into buffs. He's not going to do that because there's no debuffs on, so I'm not going to use my A2 just yet because I want that up for the next turn. Now Grohack, he has a steal target's turn meter and a 25% weaken. Don't really need that. Attacks all enemies. Each critical hit fills his turn meter by 20%. And he has a decreased speed. So he doesn't have anything special that he's bringing to the fight except for a guaranteed Brimstone. Okay. Now, I do want my block debuffs up, because if he hadn't healed there, he would have used this, and that would have meant he was stunning everybody. So Brimstone, having a guaranteed Brimstone is huge. Absolutely huge. So we'll get 2 on, and I'm saving my A2 still. And the reason I'm saving my A2 is so that I have it to use in the second phase, which means I can get Amius to attack Duchess only when he's using his cannon. And that to me is worth its weight in gold. Now Raka is very good here as well, because she's putting buffs up, which entices what's-his-face to use his buffs. So we get Brimstone on again, which is massive. So he's going to take his 2 turns here, and he's going to get 2 doses of Brimstone. Excellent. So if we get this on now, he's ready for his cannon this phase. I always call it his cannon. It's his single shot. It's his A1, which ignores all of the everything, basically. And with us with Veil on, he can only attack Duchess with it. And Duchess is able for it. So I think that is huge. We will put the block debuffs on again in case the boss in his next go uses the debuff flipper, which will stun all of us. Now he's gone for the heal, but that's okay. Which means in the next go he's going to use the debuff flipper. Now I'm going to end up getting stunned, but that's okay. You have that sometimes, and that's alright. So we'll get a bit of healing in there. We're going to get the Brimstone on here now, which means we're going to actually miss a turn of it in the damage phase the next time. But I'm nearly certain if we could program this, if we had presets, this would not be an issue really. So he's going to transform. He's going to do his AoEs, transfer them all over. He's going to get hit by a Brimstone. He's going to do a second AoE. He's going to damage us. We don't have our cleanse on, but he's going to do his A1 attack. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get our brimstone on again, but we are going to get our veil on, and he's going to attack Duchess, and I'm perfectly okay with that. And now I'll get my heal and shield on. Can we get brimstone? No, we're out of luck with that, and that's okay. So he gets the heal up. So what this is looking like to me is that we need a bit more damage. I think the concept is there, but we don't have the damage, or we don't have heal reduction. So we need either one of those for this to work successfully. So maybe let's take a couple more turns and we can see what we have here. Now, we can use this now to get our health back up a bit. But we also could have waited to cleanse. Now, I didn't like the look of Raka's health there, which is why I used the shield and cleanse there instead of in the next turn. And that's partially why. We can use it now, however, because that will give us the veil on as well, and that will attack Duchess, and that's perfectly okay. We'll get this out now, so we have the brimstone back there, and we can actually use this again now, which is good. And you can see that we're doing the damage. We're never going to lose this fight. And this is on hard with 3 people. We're never going to lose the fight. But we don't really have a good path to winning, because we are missing the damage, and we're missing we're missing either the damage or heal reduction. So I think we could keep going here, and I think I could probably eventually get him down. We're actually at a good phase here, because he's going to get two lots of damage here without healing. Now, what happened there was we got a reset somewhere along the lines, which messed us up a bit, but we can easily get a revive out here. And we're back in business. He's going to do his cannon again now. We've missed our... I missed something that happened there. We're still not out of the game, but what we are going to do is we're going to reset, because like I was saying, I don't think we have the damage there to actually get him down. Oh. Look at that. No wonder Raka was fallen by the wayside a bit. We can go with stone skin here, or protection. Protection would give us the 4th level, which would be 25% chance to land a protected buff, which is not the worst. But if we go stone skin, we're getting that 2-turn stone skin, the good stuff. So we'll go for the defense and HP here. I think would be the best bet. For sure, that would definitely shore us up a bit more. And what we're going to do now is we're going to see if we just even somebody with the smallest bit of heal reduction would help us out greatly. Now we have dagger, and we can use dagger. Even a 60% may help us out quite a bit. I can level up Scion. I could actually even empower Scion. His is on his A2. It is 100%, however, heal reduction. And that's 100% chance of 100% heal reduction. But he'll only have it every 3 turns. Okay. Ripper Fist. Ripper Fist could actually be pretty good for this, especially seeing as he's a rare. He has decreased attack and heal reduction on the go. I'd like if the turn reset was a bit lower. And is that Rip to Shreds, obviously? Yeah, Ripper Fist could be quite good. So that's a sleeper pick. I'd have to level them up. But let's go with... Yeah, let's go with Rowan here. She's built already, so we'll pop her on. And we'll see if we can't make this a bit more of a party. Okay, so let's get down to business. We'll put the poisons on here. We'll get our brimstone out. Okay, we don't want to put our heal reduction on yet because he'll flip it over. And that's the last thing we want. Okay, so we're off to a decent start. We could have put up our block debuffs there, and we probably should have. Actually, I'll do it now, and the simple reason I can do it now is we're okay to put any buffs on now apart from block debuffs. That's the only thing we don't want on ourselves, because that's going to be flipped into block buffs by Amius in his next turn. Now there's the heal reduction there, and that's going to start getting pretty damn important over the course of his next turns. So we're going to just try and apply that pretty much every time. Now, I'd love a turn here to get Brimstone back on, but alas, we are going to miss it. So that is a bit of a shame. We will just A1 here. And then we're going to do this. So he will attack Duchess only. There we go. We can get a bit of a cleanse and shield on. Actually, only the other day I realized Raka doesn't heal on that move. I thought she did. So it came as a huge surprise when I realized that she did not heal on that move. The only healing Raka provides is on her A1 and the continuous heal. I was absolutely flabbergasted and so disappointed. Now, the A3 is going to happen here. The A3 will stun everybody, so we don't want that. We could put the heal reduction on, but it would be counter to our purposes because he'd flip it into a continuous heal. So get some poisons on there. Can we get another brimstone or anything on? Nothing yet. He's going to do his move there. We're all protected so we don't miss out on any turns. And you can see we're already in a much better place. Emotionally, physically, spiritually. Or just damage wise was what I meant. So we're in a much better place as regards that at the moment. And we're not... There we go. There's the heal reduction back on. And we've Brimstone on right before he flips over again. We don't place that A2 from Duchess. Now, Duchess is the champion I'm using. Doesn't have to be the champion you use. Okay, it's the Veil that's important, not Duchess. Yes, Duchess does supply some other good things, but if you have another Veil champion, see, it's just these were all Veiled, so he's attacking Duchess. What I will say is important is she has a decent blessing, and that means now I'm going to do this now. But I actually no, I'll wait. I was going to put the block debuffs on, but I'll use Duchesses instead. Because that means I'll still have a revive in the bag. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll try and put the heal reduction on anyway. Cool. So he's gone for the heal. He's not going to get it. But on his next turn, he will get it. He would have been able to flip that over. So he didn't get that, which is huge for me. And again, we don't place the heal reduction now because he would change it into a continuous heal. We don't need to do anything else here, just A1. Now, Duchess is far away from her A2 being refilled, which I don't like. We placed the Brimstone a bit early, unfortunately, but we can't really control that. He will lose it on his next turn anyway, though, so that's not a bad thing. And we'll get some heal reduction back on here. And we got it as well. So, bravissimo. We get that Brimstone out again. He's going to get his AoE nuke again. Oh, he is sneaky riposte and heal reduction on from... It's not Dagger. Who is it? What's her name? Rowan. It's Rowan. Yeah. We won't get the Brimstone on again, but we will get our Veil on, making Duchess our only target. And that's great. Even were Duchess to go down, that would be perfectly okay at the moment because we have another reviver in Raka. Raka, who, by the way, if you notice, Raka hasn't died this turn. Let's get that heal reduction. Oh, we got it as we're getting very nice with the landing the heal reduction, I have to say. Now, that's really good. We got the revive. We got block debuffs on. He's going to use his A3, which would usually stun us all. We're not going to lose a turn due to being stunned this time. And we've got Brimstone on, so he's going to take another wallop from that. We're not going to use the A1 to put heal reduction on because he'd flip that over as well. And we're going to place the poisons. We only got 3, but that is enough with the Brimstone and a little bit of poison. We're going to be happy out. And we're going to use Raka's A2, Duchess's A1. It always baffles me that Duchess doesn't heal as well. It's just, I feel like it's something she should do. Pytheon is still, for my money, like of the Raka, Pytheon, Duchess trio, you know, they have a similar kit. Pytheon, for my money, he's the man. I know most long-term raid players would scoff at the thought that somebody was better than Duchess, but I still think Pytheon is the dude when it comes to support reviver. Now, remember earlier on, guys, I said about the only buff we didn't want on was the block debuffs. So you can see Raka actually has the block debuffs on, was changed over to block buffs. So that's where the problem comes in now, because when we place our Veil, everybody's going to be veiled apart from Raka, and that's a problem for us, obviously. And that is a problem because Raka is about to get absolutely murdered, and he's going to get another turn, put us to sleep, and transform. Now, we got lucky there because we had heal reduction on, I think, but we can still get this on here. We can still get the poisons on. We don't want heal reduction because he'll change it over. We will get a revive on. He's going to get another go. He'll get slammed like that. That's okay. We're still alright. We're still okay. We're missing out on the turn. He might get a bit of healing this turn round. Will he? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But we're safe to put heal reduction back on now. And Brimstone would be... Actually, Brimstone wouldn't be nice. And that for the simple reason... See? So, again, I have a problem here because I've placed... with the revive from Raka, she places block debuffs on everyone. And then when he goes into his second form, he's switching that over into block buffs. And that is really messing me up. Like, I cannot place... I cannot place Duchess's Veil. Thankfully, though, I'm not completely stupid. Mostly stupid, but not completely stupid. So, like 90% stupid, maybe up to 95% stupid. But I did remember that one of my rules is that I always have a cleanser for this phase. Now, because of the way things went, I'm still short anyway, so I'm pretty sure Rowan is going to get it in the face when he takes his turn now. Oh no, it was Growhack, okay. And you can see we're getting really lucky with the placement of the... Well, is it luck or is it preparation? Who's to say? But we're doing well. Now, we're going to get stunned and he's going to get another turn. There's no two ways about it. But we're still okay. Okay, heal reduction back out. That's excellent. And we get another bit of healing. And we'll finally... That doesn't do... Yeah, so we'll get our revive out. We've everybody veiled and we're in a good position again. He's going to go into his next form. I don't want Growhack to have a turn now. I want this guy to take all his turns before Growhack takes a turn. I didn't necessarily want Growhack to die. So now, what do I want to do? Duchess is going to get her go, so let's revive everybody. And then let's veil everybody. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else really we can do. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad thing, guys. This actually has helped me out immensely. Because if we are lucky here, Growhack is going to get another turn. And should on this turn, I think, place Brimstone. So if you don't know, Brimstone has a cooldown that it's once every 4 turns. Now we have a decision to make here, and I think I'm going to go with poisons. No, let's not mess with a good thing. He may... That doesn't matter anyway. He's gone for the heal, yeah. So, look, this happens sometimes. And I don't mean sometimes, I mean a lot. Where you're going to have to face those setbacks. We'll get some poisons on there as well. There we go. And we won't be doing anything too exciting here. Now, I keep using the A2 because it gives him a bit of a turn meter boost, so I'm trying to get back round to that before... I'm trying to get his 4 turns around so he could do it being a little bit faster. That's actually pretty good because everybody's veiled now as well. And it's just herself. Oh no! Oh, actually, we have to use her... Oh, that's a 1-turn veil on the revive. I didn't realise that, so that's pretty cool. Let us use this. And now, if we can get Brimstone on here, that would be nice. No joy. We have that on, so I'll leave that in place, I think. We'll go with some poisons. I don't think Growhack is getting another turn, unfortunately. The heal done, that done its job. Now, if Growhack can get a turn here, we might get the Brimstone placed, and that might be game over. that should be it. There we go, guys. Okay, so 209 turns, 16 minutes, 4-man. We were never in any trouble. We had that under control. That's the power of Veil. That's the power of... I find the one place where you're really in trouble is for that A1, which is going to be the third move he does in his second form. So it's 1, 2, 3. A1, second form, third move. That's the way he does it. But that's the importance of having Veil up at that time. So check out your Veil champions. Never mind my Windows Defender. But this is the situation there. Grohak wasn't doing damage himself. Rowan wasn't doing damage. Lilitu wasn't. Raka wasn't. Brimstone was. So any legendary with a 6-star blessing in there for Brimstone would have been just as good. But you could have used a 5-star or 4-star or whatever you have as well, to have it on more so. So that's it. That's the run, guys. Let me know what you think. I think that piece of knowledge there about having Veil up at that time just changes the game for me completely. I think that's the most important phase of the entire Amius run. Do you want to see the builds? Let's have a look at the builds. Okay, so we have Grohak there. He's in... The set actually isn't important at all, guys, because he wasn't doing direct damage, so it's just whatever he has on. It's 2 broken pieces and instinct set, but he was fast enough at 247. He does have crit damage, and he is full crit rate, and the attack is 2799, but his direct damage, he wasn't doing much by hitting. It was the Brimstone that was doing the work. His accuracy is at 255. Again, he wasn't placing anything. It was the 6-star Brimstone was doing all the work for him. His masteries aren't fully booked up either. Or, booked up. Yeah, that's right. And I doubt his skills are either. No, they're not. Okay? So, those were the stats. Duchess is well built. So, 278, I believe. Not much in the way of res or accuracy, but it doesn't matter. Her HP is big, which is an important factor here, and her defense is big as well. Now, she is in 2-turn Stone Skin. Again, that is not important though, because it doesn't play a factor in this fight. It's a non-factor. 2-turn Stone Skin only works for 2 turns, and then it's just 6 pieces of gear. Same with Duchess. 2-turn Stone Skin, but it doesn't make any odds. Her health pool is a lot lower at 66,000 and 3,847 defense. So they're tanky girls, Raka and Duchess. Duchess way more so than Raka. Raka, however, is a cleanser, so I have a lot more resistance in on her, but I don't think it's enough to resist anything from Amius. Anyway, and then we had the bold Rowan. Did we have a full female team? Well, maybe. I don't know. Is there champion lore? Okay, so he's not a lady, but he could be if he wanted to be. Rowan there at 140 or 248 speed, 62k HP, very little defense actually, 1785, and enough accuracy to land that heal reduction there as well, guys. She was also getting a good number of counter attacks in there occasionally, and that was basically from her masteries, I think. That's very strange. Where's she getting the counter attack from? I thought it was from... Oh, that's counter attack piece. Okay, yeah. I was getting worried there for a second. I was losing my mind. I'd have to find it first. So yeah, so again, piece is not leveled up. She's got a good lump of health, not too much in the way of defense. And that would change. Now that I understand the importance of Veil for that second phase, A1, third move, the importance of that, knowing about having Veil up then, that you can target it straight to a tanky Duchess or a tanky Truat or a tanky whoever else you have with Veil on. I can build champions more properly tanky with defense, because that's the move that ignores defense. So before it was probably weighing it more towards health. But yeah, that's the team, guys. She is booked out, but we're really just using the A1. If I had her masteries built, I would be going down actually one more level to this and to this, to give her a higher chance of placing that debuff, because it isn't 100%. It is only a 60% chance, booked up to 70. So even another 5% would give me a 75% chance, and that would be worth it to me. So that's the 4 champions, guys. Mastery's not full on any of them bar Raka. Veil and Brimstone and Cleanse playing a big part. If I was to change this team and do a similar thing, I'd probably put Duchess there. I'd bring in maybe Raglan as the Reviver and Cleanser. Do I have anybody else with Veil? Where are we? Yeah, we do. What does he do? That's perfect Veil on himself, so that's not really much good. Feral. Yeah, so he could Veil on himself. If you build him tanky, he also has block buffs. I wouldn't really be using that, I don't think. But increase res and these buffs as well. So Feral could be used for that position too. I don't think Jorg has a good Veil. It's on his Revive, so that's a non-event. And I think Yannika's is just on herself as well. Yeah, so there are options, but not a huge amount of good ones at the moment for this phase. But definitely look into getting yourself perfect Veil. Well, that was perfect Veil. Do I have better options with Veil? No, not really. But yeah, so I'd maybe swap out Raglan. Duchess is probably best in position there. We looked at the heal reduction with Dagger or with Rowan earlier. I don't know why I always think she's Dagger. They must look similar, I think. Any legendary with 6-star Brimstone you could put in place of Growhack there. So I could have used Padraig. I could have used any of these guys with Brimstone at a higher level. That would have worked as well. In fact, in the last team, I used 2 champions. I used Drexstar and Sigmund. So yeah, there's lots of possibilities there, guys. Cleanser, Reviver, 2 if you can do it. Veil if you can get it in there. Heal reduction to be able to consistently place that is huge. And then it's just a matter of knowing the phases, which is why I'm going to make more of these videos. And I hope people watch them and just get that knowledge into their head, because it's a very doable fight and people don't realize how doable it is. I'm aware these are good, like decent champions, but you've seen they're not fully built, they're not fully booked out, they're not, overwhelmingly invincible champions or anything like that. If I look at best teams, we can probably see there's guys that have it done in 5 turns or something. Yeah. There are ways and means of blasting through this, and you know what? I might try some of those teams. So that will be for another video. Guys, thanks for joining me in Raid Shadow Legends, kicking Amius' ass. I've been daithiraids, you've been super duper, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.